Welcome to Sports Static. We are so glad to have you here for the first week of the NFL football season 2019. The 100-year mark. Joe, how is it going with you, my friend?
The NFL season's finally here. I am as excited as any NFL fan out there, and we have a big game today. Big game. That bad man Aaron Rodgers goes into Soldier Field and plays Khalil Mack. Tune in. It's going to be a good one.
So you're thinking that Aaron Rodgers just tears up that Bears defense, Joe?
I don't know about that. I got the Bears winning this one. I think Khalil Mack and that defense gets to Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be tough. Matt LaFleur, who knows how that offense is going to go, but I think the Bears get to him.
Yeah, I mean, you got basically what's happening here is you've got Aaron Rodgers with a rookie head coach. And right when we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, rookie head coach, I get a little worried, and I don't see that I'm not sure, Joe, that he got enough, play time? I don't know. Last coach, they got in arguments, and that didn't go well. I don't know if that was Rodgers' fault or the coach's fault, but we're going to see how this offense gets implemented today, and I just don't think it's going to be enough against that Bears defense. Yeah, and the Bears defense, obviously, very tough, and the game changer, Khalil Mack. I mean, we know that. There is a major game changer in that of Khalil Mack. I'm looking to see a disaster. Mr. Aaron Rodgers, you need to get rid of that ball. And Joe, we talk all the time. How many seconds you got to get rid of that ball?
3 seconds, guys. 3 seconds.
And with Khalil Mack, it might be 2.5. I mean, really?
Yep.
3, Joe?
It could be sooner than 3.
What are we looking at here? I mean, what are we really looking at here that you see is going to be the difference maker between a win or loss here for the Green Bay Packers, Joe?
Look, the Green Bay Packers have to protect Aaron Rodgers. That's a big part of the game. Also, if they can get the running game going, the offensive line in that running game is going to be the deciding factor in this game, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. The offense isn't proven yet. I think the Bears got this game.
And I'm thinking the same thing. You're not a real big Trubisky fan, so what are you thinking? Are you thinking it's more that it's a low-scoring game, Joe, and the defense is going to win this, so Trubisky just has to protect the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I think Rodgers is going to try to go out and sling it, but I believe that, Montgomery, the Bears running back, we're going to see him in action with Tariq Cohen, and I think it's going to be mostly a ground game for the Bears, ground game and defense.
Yeah, I'm pretty much thinking the same thing. Guys, we're looking right now. We're streaming to multiple platforms, and what we're looking for is comments, and we want feedback. We want feedback on this show. We want your comments on this show. If you guys want to call into the show, you have to go to LipaLive.com/register. You can see it right at the bottom of the screen there. LipaLive.com/register. When you do that, you're going to get the phone number to call into, and we would be glad to have you on the show. We welcome everybody. If you would like to comment, you can comment right there on the Facebook page, either at the Lipa Live Facebook page, or you can also go to the Sports Static Facebook page. So if you're new, make sure you check it out, Sports Static or Lipa Live, or you can also watch the show on YouTube at Lipa Live or at LipaLive.com. Plenty of places for you guys to catch the show. And what we're going to have Dave, our producer over there, is going to keep up with the comments with you guys so we can try to be as interactive as we can. And they come in fast sometimes, but we're going to try to be as interactive as we can with you. Dave, you got a handle on the Lipa Live for us? And you can let us know any comments that come in. Thank you, my friend Joe. How are you feeling right now that football season's actually kicked off?
it's amazing. The feeling's great. I'm feeling just like any other fan out there. I'm really excited for tonight, and I can't wait to see Aaron Rodgers in that defense. I'm really excited.
I can't wait to see it either. And I mean, everybody's kind of been waiting to see what's going to happen with that, because you don't really get a chance in the preseason. And this is, we said it, this is a rookie head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they say about Aaron Rodgers is a little bit headstrong. We're going to see if this rookie head coach can grab the reins and pull that donkey back and see what they can come up with. I'm excited to see, because, Joe, we talked about that division. That's a tough division, Joe.
Real tough division. Definitely a toss-up.
So, that being said, there's not a week off.
Nope. Can't take a game off in this division.
You cannot take a game off in this division. I see a couple people are here posting a couple things, but I don't have any comments up there. That could be our producer throwing some tags up on the screen there for us. We do appreciate that. So, Joe, let me ask you something here. I'm going to go into a little NFL news. Have you heard about the drama in Oakland?
Yeah, I heard about the drama. I actually have some inside news on that.
Big
inside news on Antonio Brown. So, guys, listen up, guys. So, just got some insider information that, Antonio Brown keeps getting in these heated conversations with the coach. He's threatening to punch him in the face. Well, guess what's going to happen? They're just going to void that Antonio's contract. He might go to the Patriots. Could you guys imagine another dynasty with the Patriots? Antonio Brown comes with Tom Brady. He might stay for another 3 years. So hopefully the Raiders get it all together, because Antonio Brown to the Patriots, that's going to be a tough team to beat.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Look, typically this would never happen. Never happen this early in the show. Never. But
Yeah.
hold on. 20-second timeout here. I need a 20-second timeout.
Yeah,
Dave, can you count us down for 20 seconds, please? All right. I don't know where you're getting this, Joe, with the New England Patriots and Antonio Brown, but I'm telling you right now, that shouldn't even be fair. Could you imagine that? That would even be fair. Now, I know they can void the contract, but where in the world did the New England Patriots come from on this, Joe?
Look, I mean, they did it to Randy Moss. It's just like they get great receivers that people pass on, or they're having arguments with the coach. John Gruden had crazy arguments with Keyshawn Johnson. Now Keyshawn Johnson left, and I think that's going to happen to Antonio Brown. I think he's going to leave. He might go to the Patriots. He might not. He might go to another team. But I don't see him staying with the Raiders.
I mean, that's crazy. And what has happened to Antonio Brown? What is going on with this guy, this prima donna type guy that thinks he actually is controlling the NFL? And I got news for him, and some very sad news for him. And that is, he should pay attention to a couple key players. And those key players he should pay attention to is, we're talking about Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
What was his name? Ocho Cinco.
Yes.
Terrell Owens. Okay. Just to name two right there, Joe. Do you remember when they started becoming the prima donnas and nobody wanted them in the locker room and or on the team, and they became a cancer to that team? And what happened? They still had football left in them, but they didn't have a team.
Look, I mean, those are great receivers, and I like both of those receivers, and you have different opinions from differing coaches. But, yeah, you're right. The underlying fact is that they did kind of, get in arguments with teammates and kind of separated the locker room a little bit like that. So coaches aren't going to deal with it. So, but I still think Antonio Brown's going to go, and hopefully it doesn't come to the Patriots, because then it'll just be another dynasty.
It would be horrible.
Yeah.
It'd be I'm hoping and I'm thinking that they can work it out. Now, when he's talking about punching somebody in the mouth, that's getting a little bit carried away, but I am truly hoping they can work it out there and that they all have a sit down and let him really understand you're only worth as much as they're going to pay you, man. And you're creating a pattern here that no team's going to want, and you're not going to get this guaranteed money if that happens, because they're going to say you're wanting guaranteed money, but you can't guarantee us you're going to behave, and that's going to become a problem. Joe, why don't you give us a little look ahead of some of the games that you're looking forward to this week coming up?
Well, obviously I'm excited for the Bucs 49ers game. Like I said, I think the Bucs are going to go 3-0. The Bucs, I think they're going to beat Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers. I think that defense is revamped with Bruce Arians and new head coach, new offensive coordinator, new everything. Also, I'm excited to see other teams like the Colts. I want to see how Jacoby Brissett plays, and I want to see how Deshaun Watson plays. I want to see how these starting rookie quarterbacks play. Kyler Murray. I can't wait to see the Cardinals play and that read option that they use. Other teams, obviously, I'm excited for the Patriots, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm excited for literally all the teams, and it should be literally a great week of football. And I got my fantasy team all set up, and we will be talking about fantasy on the show as well. And I'll be showing you my teams. I'll show you some tips and tricks, and I'll give you some advice on how to actually win your fantasy league, because I haven't won every single year, but I've won a good amount. And so another thing I want to talk about is pretty much how my Super Bowl prediction is the Rams. I believe that team is revamped, Jared Goff, but it all depends on Todd Gurley. That's how it all depends on. So if the Rams can stay healthy, I think the Rams win the Super Bowl. I think they can beat the Chiefs, because that's my Super Bowl prediction. The Rams play the Chiefs, and I think the Patriots go to the AFC title game, but I think they lose to the Chiefs, and the Rams win it this year. And Saints fans, I hope nothing like a pass interference call like destroys your guys' season this year, because that happened 2 seasons in a row. So we'll see how that happens, how that works out. So I'm just excited for the season, guys, and we'll definitely see what happens. So I want to talk about this Bucs game that's going on. I think Jameis Winston, if he can get the ball out in 3 seconds, like we were talking about, I think he can definitely be a 5,000-yard quarterback where he throws the ball and has a ton of passing yards. And I think he has 20-plus touchdowns to Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans is a 1,000-yard receiver. He also catches, 15-plus touchdowns. I think he's going to be a great receiver. And Chris Godwin. I think Chris Godwin's a sleeper in this league. He's coming up as the second wide receiver, and I think he has a great year as well. So he's going to be like that number 2 right next to Mike Evans. Then we also got another guy in the draft similar to Scotty Miller, similar to Adam Humphries, that slot receiver. Also have O.J. Howard. So this offense is a really solid offense, even though we have to work on our line. But the defense is good now, and San Francisco, Jimmy Garoppolo is pretty unproven, so we don't necessarily know how that's going to work out. But I think the Bucs DBs pick them off, and I think that defensive line gets to them. And I think the Bucs defense is going to look revamped, and we're going to go into Week 4 3-0. So that's going to look real good for us. And I also want to talk about the Giants, guys. I think the Giants are going to do, what did I predict them? I think I predicted them at 1-3 last week. I think Eli Manning, I was looking up his stats, and he actually, the New York Giants, it's hard to believe that they were the number 1 passing team last season. So I know Odell Beckham's gone, but they were the number 1 passing team, and I just picked up Eli Manning off fantasy. So, that might be a sleeper pick in fantasy because I think Eli Manning and Saquon Barkley, I think they do well in their game. And however, I still have Daniel Jones starting probably week 6 with the Giants. And, Eli Manning is probably just going to go off into the sunset and retire. But he's not going to win one like Peyton did because Peyton had a great defense in the Denver Broncos. So, I also wanted to talk about, the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to be, let's see how Mahomes does, after his red shirt year, how he does in his, I think, second season. And I honestly believe that he's going to put up great numbers, but I think teams are going to figure him out a little bit. I really believe teams are going to figure him out, and they're going to be watching that tape, and he's going to put up really great numbers, but not as great as 50 touchdown numbers, So we'll see how he does. Tyreek doesn't get suspended, so that offense just looks even better. They just picked up LaShawn McCoy, so that's gonna help. He's gonna be that handcuff or that third down back behind Damian Williams. So we'll see how that goes. Travis Kelce, definitely the best tight end in the league, and he'll put up great numbers. And that offense is gonna be explosive. But the defense just got so much better as well. They picked up Tyrann Mathieu. They have Frank Clark. They're just, they improved on what they needed to improve on in their defense. So they have a solid DBs, solid line, and that team is very dangerous as well. So, we'll see what happens between the Rams and the Chiefs, but those are the top teams in the league. And we've talked about this, and I've talked about this numerous times, the sleeping beauties in the league, which are, you got the Colts, you even got the Vikings, even though I think they're going to be really good. The Vikings, they have Thielen and Diggs, great dual receiver core. Kirk Cousins, I think he is good. You got Kyle Rudolph in the tight end, blocking, catching balls, and you got Dalvin Cook back from injury. So I think that offense is revamped. The Vikings can win the division if they stay healthy. It all depends on who's healthy, to be honest, who wins it all. So there's a lot of sleeping beauties in the league. So I'm excited to watch it pan out this week.
Joe, I gotta tell you, being on live stuff is crazy stuff, and I just went back into the production studio because we had technical difficulties, and you held down the fort, my friend. You held the fort down.
You're welcome.
I do appreciate that. And you were talking about like some sleeping beauties, and
yeah.
I wasn't even here for the sleeping beauty to give the sleeping beauty, and there's our sleeping beauty. Sleeping Beauty right there is a Sleeping Beauty. You got to love it. So, who was your Sleeping Beauty, by the way, Joe?
Well, my Sleeping Beauty, like I said in the last podcast, is the Colts. I think Jacoby Brissett's going to be pretty good. And also the Vikings. That offense is good and that defense is solid. There's a lot of Sleeping Beauties. It's a toss-up in a lot of teams. So, excited to watch it.
All right, that's good. So we had some technical problems. Those of you that were watching us on Facebook, that's part of what happens when you're doing live stuff and live streaming. We were still live on YouTube. We were still live on leapalive.com. We lost the Facebook stream. Dave, are we back up on Facebook?
Yes, we are.
So Dave's confirming that we are back up on Facebook. So sorry about that, guys. That's just part of it, and that's going to happen from time to time with this streaming stuff. But live TV it happens on. So it's just something that we have to deal with here, and sorry about the glitch. But now that we're back on Facebook, you guys can just chime in and feel free. And Dave, you're going to pay attention to the Facebook page for us. Yes? Okay. Joe, what did I miss when I was gone? What did I miss?
Oh, man, you just missed the Sleeping Beauties and the games that I'm looking forward to seeing, and just how I think that my Super Bowl prediction, the Rams are going to win it all. I think they got even more loaded. It all depends on if Todd Gurley's healthy. So,
because I did hear something about the Rams, and so it really does depend on their running game with Gurley to see what's going on and if he's going to be, healthy and everything. What time is kickoff tonight?
I believe it's 8:25.
Dave, back in the production studio, can you tell us what time the Thursday Night Football game kickoff is tonight for us, please? We're going to find out what time kickoff is, because if that ball kicks off and we're still streaming, we might go ahead and give you some little play-by-play action and tell you what's going on. I really want you guys involved. I'm looking for your questions as we go, comments, telling me I'm nuts or whatever you want to say. So, Joe, with this week's games coming up, you got us, Dave? Kickoff, Thursday Night Football. With this week's games coming up, Joe, which team do you think is going to get hit in the mouth the hardest?
I think the Chiefs are. I think the yeah. I think the Chiefs.
I already used my 20-second NBA timeout.
I honestly think that teams are gonna go at the Chiefs this year. Just like they've been going at the Patriots. So it's definitely, I think a lot of teams are gonna get hit in the mouth. Actually, not just one team. Chiefs are gonna get hit in the mouth. Patriots gonna get hit in the mouth. There's gonna be a lot of teams that made it last year. That these new teams are coming up. The Browns are gonna go at people, and I think they're gonna. Who are they playing right now? The Chiefs on Sunday. The Chiefs. Who are they playing?
We will have to go to Dave. Did you get the kickoff time for us? 8:20 p.m. kickoff tonight for the game at 8:20 p.m. And 8:15. Who said that? Oh, Mr. Zane says 8:15 kickoff, and I gotta take his word for it, because that guy is on the money when it comes to that stuff. So I gotta take his word for that. So Joe, you're wanting to kind of look at our opening schedule here.
Yeah, let's check it out
to see what's going on with the opening schedule. Let's look into the first week here when we go into schedules and kind of run through this like we did last time. I believe that Cleveland is hosting Tennessee.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So, yes, the Titans are at Cleveland, Joe.
Yeah, I definitely see the Browns taking it to the Titans. Yep, I see Baker Mayfield doing really well. I think you're going to see Odell just be Pro Bowl Odell, man. And he's just going to do really well against those corners. Right. And, the Browns take that one.
So you're saying that you really feel the Chiefs are going into Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think they get hit in the mouth. That Jacksonville defense is just, Jalen Ramsey, he's probably the best corner in the league. And, he has that attitude where, I'm the best. And that defense is good. They lost some people, but they're still a good, solid defense. And I think the Chiefs get hit in the mouth.
Fair enough. And I think it is also a real good test to see right away how good this Jaguar defense is, because if that Jaguar defense shows up and shuts down Andy Reid offense with Patrick Mahomes, then watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out for the Jaguars. But not so sure about that. I'm going to hold for my Sunday show on that one. Not going to reveal my pick yet. And Joe, you can very well change your pick, because we're going to put some sort of stakes in on this year. So the best record, Joe, is going to win something this season.
The wings, right?
I don't know if it's going to be 100 wings.
Maybe
or if it's going to be a Ben Franklin. I don't know.
Oh, man. Maybe 5 Ben Franklins.
Whoa. Grab the reins on that mule, and pull them back. I do appreciate your enthusiasm, Joe. So you want to run through this real quick, Joe?
Yeah,
you want to run through this real quick?
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Here you go. You ready?
Ready.
We're going right at it. Obviously, tonight you got the Packers at the Bears. Rams are at the Panthers. I'm just going to run through them and then we'll kind of brief back. Rams at the Panthers. Skins at the Eagles. Bills at the Jets. Falcons at the Vikings. Ravens at the Dolphins. Chief, as we said, at the Jaguars. As we said, the Titans are at the Browns. Colts minus Andrew Luck are at the Chargers. The Cincinnati boring Bengals are at the Seahawks. The 49ers, do they have a Garoppolo that gets his money's worth, are at the lousy Buccaneers, ranked number 28 this year. The New York Giants with Barkley and one Eli Manning are at the Dallas with Zeke Elliott Cowboys. The Detroit Sorry Lions are at the Arizona Need to Show Me Cardinals. The Pittsburgh minus their pain in the butt Antonio Brown. The Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Super Bowl winning champion New England Patriots. Monday Night Football, Texas at the New Orleans Did You Miss a Step Drew Brees Saints. And the Denver Broncos, who knows who you are this year? You do have Flacco as your quarterback, are visiting the hard knock Oakland Raiders with probably no Antonio Brown. Anything on that schedule there that made your left eyebrow bounce up and down, Joe?
I like that. I like that Jacksonville game. I just really like that Chiefs Jacksonville game. And there's other games as well. I like the Browns. I want to watch the Browns. And then the Bucks. That's the games, I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, I looked in on the Bucks, and when I was looking, the power rankings of all these teams. And I know that's only, you can only spread that so far, kind of like not having enough peanut butter on your knife. You're only going to spread it so far before you rip the bread. Doesn't that suck? That's if you like the chunky peanut butter.
I like the smooth, man.
You like the smooth?
Yeah,
Jiffy or?
Jiffy's fine, but
Are you a Peter Pan guy?
I'm a store brand guy. I'm the cheap. Yeah, you want to get the store brand smooth.
As long as it says peanut butter on it, it's good for you.
Smooth.
I like it, Joe. I like it. So, I did read the power rankings again.
Yeah.
Those only hold so much weight. But man, they've only got two teams worse than the Buccaneers this year.
Wow.
And when you have the consensus of these writers and stuff thinking that the Buccaneers are going to be that bad, Joe. Are you just still keeping your head high and you're pulling for the Buccaneers?
I am, just because I understand like it is kind of hard to pull for them, but you have to remember, new coaching staff, former Super Bowl champion winning coach. I think they have all the tools they need to compete this year. I still have them at number 3 in the division. I'll be realistic, but I'm still thinking 3-0. So that's my bold prediction.
Opening up 3-0.
Yeah, opening up 3-0. If you look at their schedule, they definitely have the opportunity to be 3-0. And then we saw it last year. They did well, beginning. Everyone's talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick's the GOAT. He's the best. He's going to lead us to the promised land, and then throw 6 interceptions. And then we lose 5 straight. That's probably what's going to happen, this year. So 3-0, though. 3-0.
Okay. So I'm sorry, Joe. You're calling them 3-0.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I was reading and I dropped the ball on you again.
Yeah.
Sorry. 3-0 for the Bucks to open the season, and we're going to take a look at that. We want to say hello to Zane on there watching live. We want to say hello to Cheryl on there watching live. Zane, I do appreciate your enthusiasm, my friend. I do appreciate it, because not only did you give us the time of it, you told us the broadcast start and the kickoff. You corrected it and gave us the 8:20 kickoff for the game. 20 minutes and we'll have the kickoff to the game. I appreciate your enthusiasm, Zane. Thank you very much. We're going to go over to this NFL schedule here, Joe, because you're saying 3-0 for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, you got to look at the competition in the schedule. You know, those three teams.
Right.
I believe they win under 500. I believe. Yeah. So I think we have the opportunity to beat them.
Okay, and so if we're going to take a look at it, and let's just go ahead and look and see the schedule for the Buccaneers and their first 3 games. I mean, I want to be with you on this, Joe.
Yeah.
I really want to be with you on this. I'm a Tampa Bay guy. I live in Tampa Bay for 30 years. I want to be with you on this one. Week 1, Joe, you know what's up. San Francisco comes into town.
Right.
And you're thinking that San Francisco defense isn't what they're actually telling us, and Garoppolo's not going to be the quarterback he's being paid to be.
Yeah, that's what I believe. I think Garoppolo was in a system with the Patriots, and I just think the San Francisco 49ers, I mean, they were just a little too, I think a little too forward of giving him that much money so soon when he's not proven. So
I agree with you on that. I happen to really agree with you on that. He played in a Patriot system.
Right.
And, Joe, you know how I think about that. I think it's a system, and you named off several quarterbacks that played in that system and were successful, but not successful thereafter. And a couple, I think you mentioned Castle.
Yeah, I mentioned, you got Matt Castle. Bledsoe was good. Do you have other quarterbacks in there that Brian Hoyer was in there? You have quarterbacks that were in there that just because of Bill Belichick's system, they flourished. So I just don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is the same in the 49ers. So
Tampa Bay in week 2 goes to Carolina, and we don't know who they're going to get when they go to Carolina. Are they going to get the all-star type of quarterback play from Cam Newton, or are they going to get the Cam Newton that's been injury prone here lately?
Yeah, I just don't think Cam Newton's going to do that well coming off of a shoulder surgery. He just got injured in preseason, also I think an ankle or a knee maybe, and I just don't think he's the same like in 2015. I think the Bucs win that one in Carolina. Tampa
goes on the road and wins that one.
Yeah.
Joe, you're not really far-fetched on these first 2 picks.
No, I just really believe that I just think the Bucs get to Cam Newton. You know, they got an old Greg Olsen coming back. The receiver core is not really that great. So Bucs win that one.
Week 3, the New York Giants come into Tampa Bay.
I know how you feel about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just think without Odell Beckham, I think we just stack the box against Saquon, and we get out of there with a W. Like the Giants DBs aren't very great, so I think we throw all over them.
Interesting, Joe.
Yeah.
Because you're not really far-fetched on that, and then after that, things start to mix it up a little bit. But I gotta say, Joe, Tampa doesn't have a really difficult schedule.
Well,
for the first, I would say, really, the first. I'm looking at their schedule.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that difficult. It really doesn't.
Well, I don't think it is that difficult, to be honest, if they can win their divisional matchups. But I think, if you look at the schedule, I think we go on the road for like 6 games. So that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
So, the teams aren't, we can definitely manage the teams. But, I think that those buys going to other teams and other road games, I think that's going to hurt us.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's go ahead, though, and let's just take a look at something real quick, because I typically wouldn't do this on one particular team. But let's run this down real quick and take a listen to their matchups here, okay? They host San Francisco. They go to Carolina. They host the Giants. Tampa Bay then goes to Los Angeles. Okay? To take on the
Rams, right?
The Rams, yes. Then they're at New Orleans. So those are the 2 tough games right away. That's week 4 and week 5, okay? Then they host Carolina. They go to Tennessee. They go to Seattle. We don't know who Seattle's going to be yet. We really don't, okay? Then Arizona comes to Tampa Bay. New Orleans at Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then you got Jacksonville, Indianapolis Colts, Detroit, Houston, and Atlanta.
Yeah. See, it's just really hard to pick wins, guys, because just due to the fact that so many, the injuries, there's a lot of rookie quarterbacks manning teams. Jacoby Brissett, we don't know. Like, there's a lot of teams that we just don't know about that we have to, watch during the season to actually make these predictions. But, yeah, the Bucs, 3-0, and then they finished third in their division.
I like it. I think there's a very good chance the Bucs could go 0-3, and I gotta see what Jameis does in this new system, and if he's learned how to protect the football. You have to protect the football. You cannot be facing a defense who puts points up on you. So that's what I'm looking at right there on that one.
Right.
How do you feel about our defense, Joe?
The Bucs defense, yeah. I think we improved. I think we improved. Like, we got new DBs, Sean Bunting Murphy. We got, Hargreaves coming back from injury. Vita Vea, I think he's injured still, but he's going to be coming back. If JPP can come back from injury, we got some good, fast, guys on defense. It's just if it can all come together, we're definitely a dark horse.
Yeah. Let's get back to the game tonight, okay? Aaron Rodgers has not finished top 12 in fantasy points in 2 straight road games versus the Bears. Joe, I'm going at you right now with a fantasy football type of question here. You got some starters here tonight, Joe?
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is a must start, even against the Bears. Aaron Jones might be a little tough to start. Devontae Adams is a must start. I think Devontae Adams top 5 receiver. Honestly, if you watch him and how he actually works on the field, his footwork, he's a very good receiver. Aaron Rodgers coming back healthy, I think this is going to be a tough game, and I think it comes down to who wants it more, but I think the Bears edge it out.
Bears defense is what is going to pretty much edge it out.
Yeah.
So the Packers and Bears, obviously division rivalries here. They've played 198 total games. 198.
Wow.
Tonight will be 199. That's the most by any opposing teams in NFL history. So these guys right here, the rivalry goes almost 200 games. And Green Bay leads that series 97, 95, and 6. That includes the playoffs. So pretty tight. I mean, that's pretty tight. Mack on the Bear defense is one of just 3 players with 10-plus sacks in each of the last 4 seasons. He's got great company with Von Miller and Chandler Jones. So look out tonight for Mr. Mack.
Yeah, look out for Mack. If you guys have defensive players in your fantasy draft, I suggest picking up Mack, even though I would suggest going 3 linebackers there. But, yeah, I can't wait for this game. I'm extremely excited. And I think Aaron Rodgers makes some mistakes tonight. I think he's gonna get hit and might throw some picks.
And I think that's something we're going to be looking at, is because I think he's going to have very intense pressure on him, and I'm just hoping that he's had some real-time speed action that he's ready for and ready. Hey, Devontae Adams that you mentioned, he's one of only 2 wide receivers to have 30-plus receiving TDs over the last 3 seasons. Of course, you got the spoiled brat Antonio Brown that is in that company. Adams has 26 TDs in the red zone in that span. So that's huge, because out of those 30 TDs, 26 of them in the red zone. So Aaron Rodgers is going to be going definitely looking for Adams in that red zone.
Yeah, and guys, Aaron Rodgers, people were talking about how he had a down season. He threw 25 touchdowns, and he only threw 2 interceptions. That's a great, ratio to have. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers has lost a step yet. I think he slings the ball, but I think the pressure, that defense is just so amazing. They're so fast. And I just think they get to him, but it's going to be a close game.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think once the Bears defense start breaking it down, and when I'm talking about breaking that offensive line down and getting to Aaron Rodgers, that we're going to see the true test right away of a rookie head coach with a veteran quarterback and how they react when the wheels start falling off. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how they react when the wheels start falling off of it. And I think that's going to tell us a lot in the early part of this season with the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that's definitely going to show us a lot. Like, is what's going to happen when Aaron Rodgers starts calling audibles? Is that going to be another, face-to-face interaction, altercation with the coach? Is it going to be another, who knows what's going to happen? That's why, it's fun to stay tuned, and we'll stay tuned and see what happens.
No, I agree with you. That is going to be really interesting because I mean, that's what the talk was with McCarthy. And Aaron Rodgers was just going up to the line, and he wasn't hearing any of them plays. And there was discrepancy in them plays. And he wasn't hearing any of those plays at all. And he was just calling audibles right up at the line. So it's going to be real interesting, Joe, to see what happens.
Right. I can't wait. Even though I think LaFleur is going to be is going to make Aaron Rodgers look good, and I think Aaron Rodgers is going to make him look even better. So can't wait to see how they co-interact.
I want to make sure we keep briefing everybody on a couple of things that we have going on here. Guys, if you want to be part of the show, you're going to go to LipaLive.com/register. LipaLive.com/register. You will click the register button and you will be given an email with the phone number immediately. You will be able to interact with the live show, which is what we encourage you to do. You can also find Lipa Live on Facebook. So go to Facebook, like us at Lipa Live. I don't have the graphic for you yet for the Sports Static, but what you're going to do is you're going to find the Sports Static page. And when you find Sports Static, I'll pull something up for you here to kind of give you a little bit and show you what it's about. But if you see Sports Static, as you see it there, Sports Static, make sure you like that on Facebook as well. A lot of different ways to be involved. And not only that, but you can find us on YouTube. So make sure that you go to YouTube and you find us on YouTube. Guys, all you got to really do is go into LipaLive.com to get all the extras. We're going to have a lot of extras there with the LipaLive.com. So make sure you check out LipaLive.com and get all of the extras. To the producer, Dave, do we got anybody that's commenting on anything here on either one of the Sports Static or the Lipa Live?
So far, they're
Very quiet. It's the first week. We got to pull in some of our guys that were on the show last time. I see we got a couple people. They're just kind of quiet. So we'll get back to that shortly, and hopefully you guys give us some feedback on that. Joe, halftime. What's the score at halftime tonight?
The score at halftime. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, let's go. I'm going 17-7 Bears.
17-7 Bears. I like it. I'm going to say that the halftime score is going to be 14-6. The Bears. Nice. 14-6. The Bears. So, basically what I'm saying, Joe, no touchdowns in the first half for Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Wow. Yeah, I like it.
2 field goals.
I like it.
And your prediction on the final score.
Okay, so 17-7 halftime. The final score, I'm going to have it 24-14 Bears.
Nice. I'm going 24-13.
Wow.
24-13 Bears. We're close there, Joe. We're real close.
Hey,
24.
Close.
It is close. what do they say? Close is only good in, is that what they say? Horseshoes?
I don't know.
Close is only good in horseshoes. That's
Is
what
it?
they say.
Okay.
So, we got a lot of other things I want to kind of get into because this is the show, Sports Static, that is from the fans. That's you. Back to the fans. That's us. That is us. Back to the fans. And then we throw it back to you. We're throwing it back to you. The fans. That's what this show is all about. It is about the fans, and that is us, and that is you, and that's what we're looking for, the interaction. And you'll see, guys, as we get this going, this is the first show of the season, the first real regular season football. Things will get rolling. We got a lot of things we want to add in. The Sunday show comes on at 10:30. So remember that, because our Sunday show starts at 10:30, and that is where we're going to also, on the Sunday show, reveal the Murphman pick of the week. And you guys know Murphman's pick of the week. I think he went 13. I think he was 13-3 last week, and I can't be 100. He might have been 12-4. I'm gonna definitely have that stat for you. We got Kevin Woodrow, Kivo. Is that how you say it? Who knows him? Is that Joe? Is that somebody you know?
I don't know, but I'd like to know him.
Yeah, like to know him. Kevin Woodrow just joined. Kevin, what is up? And Kevin, I got to ask you, who do you have tonight, Kevin? Kivo, I don't know. Is that how you pronounce it? Who do you have winning the game tonight? We got to know. Do you got the Bears or do you got the Packers? Chime in for us. Back to Murphman. I think he might have been... I think he was 12-4, but you guys can definitely tune in and find the Murphman, because Murphman is the guy to watch if you're betting football, because Murphman is hot. Kevin says, what is going on with the Rays and Canadians, and what is going on with the Bucks? Well, what's going on with the Rays, Kevin, is something actually pretty good. We've got a Rays baseball team in Tampa Bay. It's one of the least paid teams, and they're looking to get a wild card berth. We got Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians that were battling out, and I believe we're a game up. Now, I don't know what's happening with the game right now, Kevin, but I can just tell you, Joe, you with me, though, as far as the Rays?
Yeah, the Rays, man, having a good season.
Yeah, and then the Lightning, of course, were without the great general manager anymore. Went back to the Detroit Red Wings, that and Steve Yzerman. So I don't know what we'll see. But, Joe, prediction, just go to baseball real quick. The Lightning slid into the playoffs. Easy. No competition. Easily slid into the playoffs and then got stomped. And it could be very well what happens to the Yankees in the playoffs for baseball this year. They better watch out for those Tampa Bay Rays.
Right. I think the Rays come at them.
Slap them right in the mouth.
Right.
Kevin's going for the Packers.
Okay.
All right, Kevin, with the Packers. You're going against me and Joe here. We're calling the Bears. Anything to say about that, Joe, with that, Kevin?
No, I think that's a good pick, too. This is definitely a toss-up game. Aaron Rodgers could have a great game, so it's a good pick as well.
Guys, you see, if you're watching the Facebook live stream, in the comment section there, you can see the little tab there. And thank you, Dave, the producer, for putting that up there where you can find and like Murphman. So you can see in the comments, there's a tab. Click that tab so you can like Murphman, because if you do put a little bit of change in the games, you're going to want to follow the expert Murphman, who is hot. And when I say hot, I mean hot. And he's cool. To quote the late, great Stuart Scott, Murphman is cool as the other side of the pillow. So, yes, the Murphman page. Thank you, Dave. You're going to see all of that and more on the Sunday show, guys. What you're going to get on the Sunday show is we're going to run down every single game. That's going to be the difference. And then we're making our picks. We're making our picks on every game. if you've registered, you'll be able to come in live on that Sunday show. So make sure you're registering, guys. I want you to go to that leapalive.com/register and register so you get the phone number so you can call live on the Sunday show. And that's what we're going to be doing on that show, kicking through all of the games. And basically, we're making our picks. We'll have some regulars calling in. They're going to be part of the season picks where we're going to crown our champion. And, Joe, that's either going to be, like I said, wings or a Ben Franklin. Yet to be determined.
I don't know. Maybe get more than just wings if we're putting money into it, you know?
Maybe more than wings.
Maybe some wings and some pizza and some ice cream. We'll have a whole buffet here.
I like it. And maybe what we got to do is we got to, send some paraphernalia. Each person should be sending some swag to of their home team to the winner.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably be another fun thing to add into it, whether it's a banner, a T-shirt. I'm not going as far out as throwing a jersey out there now.
Yeah. And guys, like, if you guys call in to the show and you guys make predictions, I might give away a free jersey, whatever one you want.
You heard it here.
Heard it here on live.
You heard it here right there. Sports Static Live. Joe, I appreciate your enthusiasm, my friend. I do appreciate it. You better be careful with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a one-time opportunity.
Okay, one-time opportunity. Was the Bucks? Kevin wants to know if the Bucks are beating the Dolphins.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah,
with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, that's a good question.
Right, I know.
Good question.
Now, Kevin, you're talking about the Bucks beating the Dolphins with Fitz Magic as the quarterback, correct? Joe, talk to me about that one. You know what I think about Fitz Magic?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm excited for that game as well. I think Jameis shows out that game. I really do. I believe Jameis is like, thinking to himself, I'm going to prove everybody wrong that I'm a starting quarterback in this league. Ryan Fitzpatrick shouldn't have won my starting job last year, and I think the Bucks take it to Ryan Fitzpatrick, even though I think Ryan Fitzpatrick does throw some bombs, but the Bucks win that one.
Ryan Fitzpatrick has made a career out of taking quarterback starting position and putting them on the pine.
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick has made a career out of that, and he's made a great career out of that, enough to keep food in a nice roof over seven kids' mouths, okay, and his beautiful wife to go with it. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's made a lot of money. I swear to you right now, I'll bet you if we look. Producer Dave, do me a big favor. Ryan Fitzpatrick is the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Could you please tell me Ryan Fitzpatrick's earnings, career earnings? Joe, I'm putting my neck out there and saying $60 million.
$60 million?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go 50.
Nice. I mean, for a guy that's everybody talks as backup, that and whatever, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic's made a career of taking the starting job away from quarterbacks who started the season starting. But he's also started for 6 different teams in the opening game. Week 1. He started for 6 different teams. So you're saying $50 million career earnings.
I mean, you're going 60. I'll go 50. But I think Ryan Fitzpatrick. We've seen this before. Like Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's gonna have a couple great games, but then it's just gonna go downhill. And then
why do they always pull him though?
I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. Then Josh Rosen, he's gonna come in, and then Rosen, not very high on him.
And then they're gonna go back to Fitzmagic, I said.
Yeah, and then they're tanking, guys. They're gonna tank. They're gonna tank and try to get Tua or Trevor Lawrence comes out.
You ain't taking with Fitzmagic. Dave, what do you got here for career earnings for Fitzpatrick?
The net worth is estimated to be $24 million.
Well, that's his net worth, what he's worth right now. So that means he's done something. Career earnings in the NFL. Career earnings in the NFL Pretty impressive. His net worth is $24 million. Are you sure you want to keep that $50 million number?
Yeah. Well,
Guy's smart with his change.
he has to feed 10 kids.
Oh no, we're going career earnings. That was just a season. His all-time career earnings.
You know, let's make that at. I think he's close to 40, and I think he's in the 40s to be honest. Career, maybe 50. I don't know as high as 60, but I'll go 40 in the 40s, I believe, his career.
I gotta stick that this guy's made $60 million
60.
in 15 years,
Okay.
14 years, whatever
All right.
it is, and he's made it. I've got to think that. I just got to. Come on, Fitz. What do we got here? Zane, flag. Oh, Zane's giving us some play-by-play here. Flag on 3rd and 10.
It's
We're
on
gonna
right now. It's on
we're gonna
right-
end
oh,
up having
man.
to see this.
Yeah.
Zane got it. Look, Zane comes in on Facebook right here. 58 million. Career
Yeah, Zane,
earnings.
you are the man.
Zane comes in.
Nice.
58 million.
You're right on the money.
Wow.
Right on the money.
I'm telling you, the guy's done good. Zane, thank you for that. Now, Dave, hey, Dave, what do you got? Are you confirming, Zane?
Yes, 57,995,000.
Okay, 57,995,000.
Wow.
Zane, I do appreciate your enthusiasm, rounding it up to an even 58 million. I was there.
You're right on the money. Wow.
I was there.
Yep.
So, Fitzmagic's done well for himself. Zane, giving me a little play-by-play action too, Zane. 50. Oh, okay, there it is. Flag on 3rd and 10. I don't know who's got the flag. Dave, I'm
the
gonna
ball?
have to get you to keep up with this game a little bit too. Anybody watching the game right now, Thursday night football, please. I'm gonna say please. What is it? Thursday night football. What is this game on? Chicago. Watch it on NBC. Okay,
NBC.
guys, anybody watching that game on NBC right now, please give us some updates here on the comments because I need to know what's going on and I need to know if somebody scores a touchdown. Who's scoring the first touchdown, Joe?
Who has the ball? That's the question.
Chicago's ball right now.
Chicago's ball?
I tell you right now, Zane's looking for a co-producer position here.
Zane.
Chicago's ball right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go right now and say, what is the ball on right now? What yard line is the ball on? I need to know. Chicago's driving. Are they going to score?
I said 17 to 7.5. They're going to score a touchdown.
First drive.
Notre
Opening
Dame.
drive. That would be nice. Man, that would be nice.
Let's see it.
So, yeah, going back to Kevin. Kevin, I want to go back to you on that real quick because I'm going to tell you this right now. The Buccaneers playing the Miami Dolphins are going to get hit in the mouth if Fitzpatrick is the quarterback. Fitzpatrick is going to go ahead and say, oh, yeah, remember me, Jameis? I was that guy that nobody wanted to give the football to you just because I threw some interceptions. I'm that guy now in Miami, Florida, South Beach, and I'm that guy that's going to hit you in the mouth and show you how to throw a deep ball and have a little swagger with it and have some fun.
Yeah, that's going to happen, guys. Fitzpatrick's going to sling the ball down, and he's going to hit a long ball, just like he tried to do it with Deshaun Jackson, and it worked. But I think James goes in there with a chip on his shoulder.
I like it.
He's going to come in with a chip on his shoulder, and they're gonna get that one.
I like it. Chicago's got the ball on the 40-yard
40.
line. The 40-yard line. So there's some action happening in that game, and I'm excited to go watch it. What we're going to do, Joe, we are going to wrap this show up, and we are at that point. Joe, in closing, final thoughts for Thursday night football.
Final thoughts for Thursday Night Football, man. I think Aaron Rodgers does well. But that defense is going to show why they're the number one defense in the NFL. Khalil Mack is going to have 2 sacks and a forced fumble today. So that's the bold prediction.
Nice. We just got chimed in from Cheryl. We like to see the girls get on the show. We encourage it, and I like that. Cheryl says it's 4th down for Chicago. Cheryl, are they punting the ball or going for it? I need to know. Are they going to punt it away or go for it? Because we were looking for Chicago to score on the first drive, and that would say a lot, would it not, Joe?
I hope my prediction's right, but I don't know.
Okay, so they punted it away,
Yeah.
and the Packers are going to come out. Aaron Rodgers, the first time coming out there with this new offense on the 10-yard line. Watch out, Khalil Mack's coming at you right now. Danger zone.
Definitely a danger zone. I think the Packers punt also. This is going to be a low-scoring game, but once the Bears get going, 17-7 first half.
But you're not a big fan of the Bears
No,
quarterback.
you know what? I think Trubisky, if he stays, if he can run out of the pocket, like he's agile. But if he has that pocket presence, he's hitting Allen Robinson. He's hitting. They're running the ball with Montgomery and Tariq Cohen. I think they do damage.
I like it. Wow. Okay. I just got a message. John, a heads up. We're going to the Giants game, and I'm buying tickets.
Oh, nice.
Wow. I just got a message. The Giants game. I'm going to the Giants game. And Justin is buying the tickets. Wow. I like this right now. I like this. I think it's 9 years out we went to a game, me, Justin, and Guy. And Justin said, you know what? I'm returning that. And he's buying the tickets this weekend. Is there a good number to call you on so I can let you know what the seats are? Wow. Nice. Anyway, that's awesome. The Giants coming into Tampa Bay.
Awesome.
I got to look at this real quick, guys. I hate to do that. I got to go into the schedule real quick because I want to make sure, Joe, that might be the week that you're pulling the whole studio together here.
Hey,
Remember,
man, that'd be great.
Week 3, what's going on?
Yeah, week 3.
Week 3.
Week 3, you're
I'm up in Detroit.
Up in Detroit, man.
I'm broadcasting from Detroit, week 3, all my Detroit friends. So get ready. Week 3, I'm going week 3. Boom. Let's take a look at this real quick right here, right now. Week 3. Oh, my goodness. I can't do it.
Oh.
I cannot do it. I am out of town. Man, I am out of town. You know what? You know what?
Skype it, right?
Oh, it's September 22nd. I'm out of town. I am out of town. I can't do that game. That's an upset for me, Joe. I was going to Raymond James.
Yeah. Upset alert.
Upset alert.
Put it on there.
Here we go. The upset of the week for this week is the fact that I'm out of town and somebody just invited me to the football game to see the New York Giants, Eli Manning and the Tank Barkley come in there and run over my home team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm out of town. So you're right. And thank you. That was an upset alert. Thank you, Dave, on that. Man, I can't believe that. Joe, you're going to be holding the fort down for me that week. You know that, in the studio here, Tampa Bay Studios.
I look forward to it.
Good. And I am going to be mobile studio in Detroit. So all of my Detroit peeps who want to be on the show with me, I'm going to be in the Detroit area week 3 of the NFL season. Who's Detroit playing that week? The Lions are at the Eagles. I mean, just a look ahead on that one real quick, Joe. I already know you're going to take the Eagles on that one.
That's definitely an L for
Slap them in the mouth.
for Detroit.
All right, we're gonna get the heck out of here. What happened here? Nope, sorry, false alert. Turnover. Oh, Zane told us it was a turnover, and then he said it was a false alert. Okay, so obviously Green Bay still has the ball.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, Pack sacked on their own. Whoa!
What'd we say, guys?
Yo!
Told you.
The Packers are sacked.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers on his own, too.
Yep.
Now, here's what I need to know. Who sacked him?
It had to be Khalil.
If it wasn't Khalil,
Who else would it
somebody
be?
got loose because of Khalil Mack.
Definitely. You know Khalil Mack's getting double teamed. So
Wow, it's already started for Green Bay's on their own,
It's going to
too?
be pouring on, guys. Pouring on.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
I kind of feel bad for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, me too, man.
I mean, I
Terrible.
really do, but hey, he didn't want McCarthy in town. Now he's got a new coach, so we'll see what happens with that new coach. Guys, before we get out of here, one more time, coming at you, pay attention closely here, guys. First and foremost, let me remind you, we did put the link for Murphman in the comments. Make sure you click it because you can go right there. Murphman, he will be doing the pick of the week every Sunday, okay? We actually last year did it on Thursdays, and it's not cemented in yet, Joe, if we're going to be doing it on Thursday or not.
Right.
But we will have a pick of the week, and I believe it's going to be, we really should make it, Joe. I mean, we should make it where he's picking that Thursday game. Because it's just one Thursday game, and then we know which one he's picking, correct?
Right. Yeah.
We should probably do that. The pick of the week for Thursday.
Let's do it.
Okay, so anyway, guys, go to Murphman's Facebook page. It's spelled just like you see it on the screen right now, Murphman. We put the link for you in the comments. Once again, it's right there again. You can see the link in the comments, Murphman. Click on that and like Murphman so you can see everything going on with this guy. And I'm telling you right now, he is right 95% of the time on his picks. And you got to see it to believe it. So just make sure you go to Murphman. You want to be part of the show? First and foremost, like us on Facebook, okay? Find Leap Alive and also go to Sports Static. If Dave, our producer, can put a link in, there's a like page, a Sports Static page that you can find. It's Sports Static. We have a like page on Facebook. And I want everybody to go to Sports Static and like that page. We're also streaming to that live right now. So if you can find that, go to leapalive.com/register. Okay? And register so you get all the perks that come with that leapalive.com. But what happens is you're given a number so you can be part of the live show. As it's happening, call in to us. We're looking forward to you doing that, being part of that live show. It's very important. Guys, you got to go to leapalive.com to know what's really happening there. It's an awesome site. It spans across several major cities across the United States. Wherever you're living, there's lots of things we put on there for you for your local area. So check out that leapalive.com. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the game. Dave, did you find that the Sports Static? I'm going to end up having to get that up for you guys. Sports Static page because Sports Static, here I go right here with it. You guys have got to find the Sports Static page. Whatever reason, it's not coming up right now. But anyway, Joe, one more time with you in closing. What are you most looking forward to next week?
Next week, what I'm most looking forward to is how those divisional teams do. You know, who's going to be on top of the division? Is it going to be the Saints, the Falcons, the Bucks, or is it going to be the Patriots, the Chiefs? I'm just really excited how the first and second week are going to pan out and how the playoffs are going to look.
I'm excited for it too, and I can't wait. And it's going to be a fun show on Sunday. So, guys, make sure that you chime in with us on Sunday's show. I'm going to get you up to speed. Promise you, by week 2, we're up to speed on all the little perks we've added this season. Those of you who watched it Leap Alive last year, we're on Sports Static again this year, so just make sure you tune in. Joe, once again, it's been a pleasure, my friend. I will see you Sunday morning.
See you Sunday morning.
Alrighty then. Guys, until next time, chime in, like us on Leap Alive, like us on Sports Static, go to leapalive.com/register, and we will see you guys very soon. Peace out.